Hello. I know there's nobody here, but I wanted to hop on and just do a live haul of stuff that I found today and over the last couple weekends. So I'm just going to go through it, ignore my hair, just kind of threw it up there. Forgot to put earrings on. I'm looking a hot mess. But anyway, we're just going to move on with it. I'm not fancy, so. I went to some sales last weekend. I just been going to sales whenever I see them, estate sales, garage sales. I'm looking for Halloween stuff, as you can see behind me. I'm preparing for a Halloween sale. So I've been trying to grab Halloween. And of course, if I see Christmas, I grab Christmas too. Because, hello, that'll be here before we know it. So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of going out on the weekends. Right now, I just started a new job. So Monday through Friday, 11 to 7:30 Eastern, I am working, and it is training in a field that I'm not familiar with. So my brain feels like it's like overload. So it's going to be stressful. And I have like 6 weeks of training. So I'm hoping that I can go to the Springfield extravaganza and meet everybody that always says that they go there. So I'm hoping that I can go there and meet people that weekend. Because I'm in training, I am not allowed to take any time off. So I'm hoping that it works out that I have that weekend off, but we will see. So I'm just going to jump right in. I know nobody's here, and that's fine. But I'm just going to talk to myself and go through and show you what I grabbed over the last couple weeks. This is not everything. This is just some of it. And I'm going to start off with some of the stuff that I got today. And some of these items that I picked up last weekend, I think it was. One of them is on eBay for $7,200. And I'll show you what that is. Now, that is not a sold comp. That is the what it's listed for. So I'll show you that item in just a little bit because I was super surprised and I have it. I don't know what to do with it. So anyway, the first thing I picked up today, well, it's not the first thing. One of the items that I picked up is a 1990s. I think this is a Fisher-Price Puffalump, 1987 actually. He's in pretty good condition. It's the Lion Puffalump. My stepdaughter had one of these, and it was just like shredded, but she would sleep with it, and I bought her a new one on eBay. So I know that these have some value to them. I paid $3 for this Puffalump. And by the way, anything you see is available for purchase, mostly everything. So if you see something, my email is right on the screen right here, sweetadeline@aol.com, and sweet does have 3 E's in it. So if you see something you're interested in, go ahead and shoot me an email. So this 1987 Puffalump, I think it's a I would say it was a lion, but it's got like a monkey tail. So I'm not quite sure. And he has a Hawaiian shirt on. Got that guy. Apparently that Puffalump was the person's daughter's Puffalump, and she was pretty upset that they were selling it and they didn't really want to sell it. And I was like, well, here, you can have it back. But he's like, no, we have to sell it. And so I felt really bad taking the Puffalump. I tried to give it back to him. He didn't want to take it back. So the next item that I scored at that sale is this vintage Looney Tunes Smush 'em game. This is a 1994 game. The game where you flatten, squeeze, spin, bowl, twist, and stretch your favorite Looney Tune characters. Now, this does have Play-Doh in there. I paid $1 for it at the sale. The sale had all kinds of 1980s and early 90s toys. Tons of stuff from Fisher-Price to Little Tykes, vintage games, puzzles, G.I. Joe. He was just like cleaning out, like he must have just went in the attic and located all of his kids' toys and decided to sell it. So I paid $1 for this. Now the Play-Doh in here is not good, but you can replace the Play-Doh. Just scoop out the old Play-Doh, put some new Play-Doh in there, and this game is pretty cool for $1. I mean, I just thought it was kind of funny. I'd never heard of it, so I grabbed that for $1. One of the sales I went to were these 2 little old ladies. If you're just coming in, hello. I only bought 2 things from them, and I don't even know why I purchased these 2 items because I don't have little kids, but I couldn't leave them behind. It was this little pair of mittens that probably one of their kids wore back in, like, I don't know, the 60s or 70s. I don't know how old these are. They're Dennis the Menace mittens, and they're for a little toddler. They're super little, but they were so cute. I think I paid 25 cents for these, and so I couldn't leave them behind because, hello, it's Dennis the Menace. It's got his little striped shirt on. I got those. The other item is, again, it's a little piece of clothing. I saw it. I don't know why I bought it. Everything's for sale, by the way. If you see something you want, just email me. Now, this is a Trundle Bundle Products of Duluth. There's the tag. I could tell by the tag this was vintage baby clothes. And the reason I bought it is because it's got these little elephants all over. It's like a little, like, snowsuit type felt. I'm guessing it's probably 1950s. It's in beautiful condition, though. Has a little fur edged hat with the ribbon. Super cute. Little blue elephants all over it. I think I paid 25 cents for this, or 50 cents. Those were the only two items I bought at that particular sale. The zipper still works on it. I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I couldn't leave it behind. It was too cute. Last weekend, I went to the sale, and she had a bunch of collectibles. I only purchased one thing from her. Her prices were super high. So I got this item. It's made in Japan. It is Walt Disney Productions, and it's not in perfect condition, but I've never seen one. And it's Pinocchio. Can you hear him? It's got his tag on the bottom there. He is a little, see his hand there is got some holes in it, and his little feathers a little droopy here. But I've never seen this particular roly-poly toy. I'm guessing this is probably if I had to guess, maybe 1950s. It almost looks like a Winnie the Pooh body with a Pinocchio head. You can hear it still has its little bell inside. So yeah, I think I paid $10 for this little guy, and I have not looked him up, but yeah, he's almost has a stiff feel, very stiff, not very squishy. He's very hard and stiff. So yeah, bought Pinocchio. Set this aside. I'm going to be jumping kind of around. I grabbed this little guy today, the little Rugrat guy. Oops. I forget his name. What is his name? Anyone know? I want to say Pee-wee. That's not it. I know it's a Rugrat. He has this hat. His hair. Does it have a year on it? His little drawers are falling off. Anyway. He was fun. I got a stack of postcards. The first one is from 1941, and it's one of these wood postcards from Florida, and this says genuine Florida cypress. This is a piece of wood from there. It's got that thickness to it. It has been mailed 1941, and it has the stamp on there. The sale was, everything was half off, so I just grabbed some stuff that I wouldn't normally buy. Wouldn't normally buy a wooden postcard, but it was pretty interesting, and I like the fact that it was mailed. In the back, I did grab another stack of postcards. I got this whole stack for 50 cents, and I'm just going to show them to you real quick because there's one in particular that you'll find interesting. Some of them are filled out, some of them aren't. This is Catalina Island, half day's catch of tuna. The Howe Caverns, that one is mailed. 1960s on that one. Eastman Park, Poughkeepsie, New York. This one's mailed in 1949, I think it says. The weird thing about this is I was reading what they wrote, and it says Dear Frozen Fire. I don't know if that's a nickname. It was interesting because it's on a few cards like that. Dear Frozen Fire, again on this card. Dear Frozen Fire. 1949 on this one. This is the high school in Poughkeepsie. I don't know how to say that. This is an Iowa one, 1949. Filled out. There's one in particular in this grouping that I really like enough to frame it because it's super interesting. This one's filled out 1930s on this one. And this is the Exposition International Paris, 1931. So that's a neat one. The Paris Exposition. This is Glass Bottom Boat, Catalina Island. Arrival of Steamer, Catalina Island. There's a lot of Catalina Island in this group. Airport in Oriella Jardin, Catalina Island. This is a card, Catalina Island Bird Park. Okay, this next one, oops, no, one more, and then the cool one. This one says the Yacht Club and New Casino in Catalina Island. That's a neat one. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. This is world's record broadbill swordfish caught at Catalina Island. Weight 571 pounds. And there's a little kid sitting on the dead fish. And these are old cards because look at the clothes and the parasol. Look at the bathing suit. Not filled out on the back. So I got all of those postcards. It was a fun find. But not my favorite find. That's coming up. I couldn't leave this sad looking fella behind. And it's got sawdust in its head. Because I just put my hand in there and I think it's sawdust in there. So this is quite old. He is in poor condition, but I couldn't leave him behind. He doesn't have any eyeballs. He's a puppet. I thought perhaps Stife. He is stuffed with a sawdust inside up in the head area. And you can see there's some loose sawdust in there. But I thought I could put some new eyeballs on him and bring him back to life a little bit. I don't know who the maker is on him. He does look like a Stife to me, but I could be wrong. So, yeah, we got this little monkey. Very cute. I grabbed some little Christmas stuff. I will be having a Christmas sale soon. These are Homeco, these 3 bears. I think I paid $1, less than $1 for these, so I picked them up. Hello, if you're in here, I don't want to ignore you. All right. Who remembers these? Remember you would bend them. You could make different things. I saw this, I grabbed it because it was like 50 cents and I didn't realize that it was missing some of its little panels. I think it's missing 2. But I had one of these growing up. I loved mine. My sister had one too. I think they were called snakes and you could bend them and make different cool things. I remember playing with this in a car. Kept us busy for a long time. I went to an estate sale today and they had a bunch of antique stuff, but all their prices were super high. So I really only bought a couple things from their upstairs room. They had a table for $2. So I grabbed a couple things off that. Actually, I grabbed one more thing. I got 3 things from this sale. Pretty cool things. The first thing I got for $2 were these Lefton lambs. They're super cute for Easter. They both still have their little Lefton sticker on it, and they're in great condition, no chips or cracks. I couldn't leave them behind. I had to pick them up. So these will be at an upcoming Easter sale, I would guess. perhaps you could put these out for Christmas as well. But I got those. The other thing, and I'm not quite sure what this is. I thought it was a perfume bottle, but I don't know. It's this little bottle with this old piece of ribbon and this, I think it's wood lady's head on top. And I thought it was a perfume bottle, but I don't know if that top comes off. So if anybody has any idea what this is, it does look like it does have something in there. It smells like perfume. I don't want to break it, but I'm wondering if you think that comes off or if anyone has seen that before. So I brought her home, and the last thing I got at that particular sale, I paid 50 cents for. It's With Love to Mother. I think of you, my mother dear, of all your gentle ways, your courage and unfailing cheer, which love alone repays. Remembering your kindly voice, your heart so warm and true, my own heart sings and I rejoice to know that I have you. This is an old, like, lithograph, I guess it would be, in this metal frame. Okay. Hi, Bree. You have those same Lefton lambs. I think I have a set too that I have in my collection, but when I saw them in perfect condition for $2, I couldn't leave them behind. So I'm guessing this is like 1920s, 1930s perhaps. Avon styles of the world. It looks older to me. You can see the ribbon on it is quite old. So I don't know if somebody took maybe an old perfume bottom and like glued the head to the top. It's very like 1920s looking to me, like a flapper style. I could be wrong though. Wouldn't be the first time. It's marked with a 4 on the bottom, so I don't know. I'm thinking it's just something somebody kept on their vanity. Hi, Nathan. So I'm just going through stuff that I got these last couple weekends at estate sales. I paid 50 cents for this, and it does not have glass in it. It was just laying there on the ground. I felt really bad. And it's just really bright. The colors just pop on it. But you can definitely see it does have, like it's been glued or something. Well, no, it doesn't feel like it's been glued. Perhaps it got wet or something like that. You can see there's a wave to the paper. But this frame, I've never seen anything like it. It's metal. I don't know. It's very vibrant though, so I grabbed it for 50 cents. Couldn't leave it behind. I did find this Zenith Tin. Now, I thought it was for records. I didn't read it properly. I saw Zenith. It said something will efface 1,000 scratches. I was like, oh, cool. It's for records, or you rub it on the record. It's not. It's a cool little tin. Great graphics on it. I love the colors. It has an Art Deco feel to me with the lines and the colors. So, but when I opened it, whew, it's got this in it. And I think it's like an almond stick. Yeah, it's an Tibet almond stick. And you rub it on the cracks. It's very strong smell. But yeah, so this is one of the things I picked up at the sale. I'm jumping in between all these different sales. I went to probably 10 sales today. Didn't buy a whole lot, but did buy some. I bought all these vintage pencils, and I didn't really care for any of these. If you take all these out of the equation, these are just Musgrave Carpenter pencils. I don't know. These are what caught my eye. And even this one here, 1896 USF and G, 50 years of insurance. That's just an insurance pencil. Wasn't really into it. However, what caught my eye was this right here. The Toledo Tallow Company Fat Bones and Skins, Toledo. The service that satisfies. And all I saw was this right here, Fat Bones and Skins. And I was like, oh, this is a pencil for a biology something, or like, I was thinking it was like some medical thing. And then, because I didn't know what tallow meant. Hi, Gino. I didn't know what tallow meant. But is it processing? And this one, it said like Toledo tallow. This one said bones, fat, and grease. Telephone 4173. So they're quite old. Got the whole stack of them for $1. And I know some of these can go for a lot, but when I saw that that one that said Fat Bones and Skins, I thought it was like, I don't know, like an organ place or like a biology or something like that. I didn't think it was like for animal processing. I don't know. They were in a bag, so I couldn't really see. So weird. I did grab a bunch of the pumpkins. I have a bunch hanging behind me, and I have some down here. I don't know if you can see them. So I'm getting ready for a Halloween sale. Hi, Patty. Hi, Anna. Welcome. I'm just going through some items I picked up. Again, my email is on the screen. If you see something you're interested in, feel free to email me. Make an offer. I'm pretty easy to get along with. I know nothing about a lot of these pumpkins. I just buy the ones that I like. However, this one is marked 1980 Empire. They wrote green on the bottom, which is totally wrong because this is orange. So, yeah. So I got the Empire one. I grabbed this one here, and sometimes I can't tell if they're old or new. This could be a newer one. It does have a barcode sticker, General Foam Plastics. For all I know, this could be a Dollar Tree one, but I grabbed it because, yeah, I think I need to just check into them a little bit more. So we have those, and then I saw this one, and it reminded me of a Happy Meal bucket. It's not. It is a Cardinal. I was trying to see if I could see a date. I'm sure it's probably late 80s, early 90s on this one, and it has the haunted house scene on it. It originally sold for 99 cents. I tried to find it on eBay, and there are some on there. However, I could not find this particular scene. There are some other ones too. And then I grabbed this bucket, which this bucket here can go for almost $20. Who knew? It's trying to remember. It's Adventure Packaging Incorporated from Monroeville, Ohio. And it's kind of creepy. It has some creepy stuff, like a little bit scary for little kids. Like, look at the witch with the skull. Anyway, I kind of like this vintage Valentine Halloween. I almost said Valentine's. Vintage Halloween stuff. So whenever I see them, I just snatch them up. Inside here, it comes some cool stuff. I got super excited to see these because I've never seen them before. But these are, what is the, Del Monte, I think. Del Monte anthropomorphic, if I'm saying that right, fruit, Christmas fruit ornaments. This one, I'm not really sure what it is, but it's in a stocking, and it's got the googly eyes. And I have quite a few of these. So I've got, we're going to call this a banana, okay? We got the banana. We have the pear. And these guys are in really good condition for their age. He's got little wings on his back. So flying pear, we got 2 of those, 3 of those. Another banana. This guy here looks like a peach. Okay, because yes, those handle, 2 of those are thick, and this one is thin. And that's what I looked at too, because I was like, wait a minute, this handle is different. This is what the thick one looks like. And this one's thin. So this is probably not a very old one. So I need to pay attention to that when I'm picking them up. So that is good to know. Good to know. This looks like a tomato or an apple. We have a pineapple. And my personal favorite, the little string bean guy, or the pea. And there's quite a few in there. So I just grabbed all of the bags of those. He had 3 bags at like 50 cents or something. So I grabbed them all. So in case somebody wants to have an anthropomorphic fruit Christmas tree, I got you covered. And I think those are 1980s or early 90s. I think. There are some on eBay, so. Moving on. Grainger Rough Cut Pipe Tobacco. Hi, Chicago lady. I was super bummed. It has a dent in it. And I opened it up thinking I could get it out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I liked it because of the dog. And there's a dog on the top part. I think I paid $1 for it. You could display it like this or like this. But anyway. What can you do? At that same sale, everything today was half off. So whatever you picked up, most items were half off. So when the doors opened, of course, you have everybody that runs towards the doors, even if they weren't waiting in line, and pushed in front of you. And so once you get in there, you're just grabbing stuff. Oops, I just kicked my camera. You're just grabbing stuff. And so I grabbed some stuff that I forgot that I had even put in my pile, but oh well. These were 2 of those things. What is a Girl? This is 1950 New England Mutual Life Insurance Company of Boston. This is signed by the artist, but it's framed in this neat old frame. What is a Girl? And you can see the signature right there. The date at the bottom. And it goes through saying, what is a girl? Little girls are the nicest things that happen to people. They are born with a little bit of angel shine about them. And though it wears thin sometimes, there is always enough left to lasso your heart, even when they are sitting in the mud or crying temperamental tears or parading up the street in mother's best clothes. So this goes through a whole thing. What is a girl? It is framed nicely, has the hanger, and it is signed and by the artist and author there at the bottom. 1950 is the date on this. And the frame is great too. I think that's why I grabbed it, was because of these frames. There is a What is a Boy one too. And this is signed by the same gentleman. What is a boy? Between the innocence of babyhood and the dignity of manhood, we find a delightful creature called a boy. Boys come in assorted sizes, weights, and colors, but all boys have the same creed: to enjoy every second of every minute of every hour of every day, and to protest with noise, their only weapon, when their last minute is finished and the adult males pack them off to bed at night. So it goes through the whole thing on what is a boy, and you can see the author and artist signed it right there. These are both from 1950, framed nicely. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. I have 10 people here. I'm super stoked because I was talking to myself for a while and I was feeling a little bit ridiculous, but hey, I'll take 2 people. Thank you. I appreciate it. I paid $1 a piece for these. They were marked 2. I was surprised they were still there because the frames are super nice. And, 1950s, it's a neat little piece. Now, I posted some pictures, and I will tell you, this next item I'm going to show you is from that same sale. And this stately gentleman was in a closet. Inside the closet was a trap door in the wall. And when you open that little door up, he was locked inside. Why? I don't know. Yes, I bought the Charlie Mccarthy. He is, I think, one of the older ones. I'm not sure where the date would be on him. I haven't really checked. I just kind of wiped him off a bit. He does have his tucks. I don't know if he's supposed to have shoes on, but he doesn't have any shoes. He's very firm. He does have a little bit of staining up on his bow tie area, but other than that, he's got both his hands, his head, and his string, which still works. So I'm not sure the year on this guy. I haven't really looked. But someone said that I probably should have left him locked in that closet, because what if he's haunted? Well, I guess I'll find out tonight if he's crawling up the stairs to my bedroom and I wake up and he's standing next to my bed. We're going to have a conversation about that. So there will be none of that. Okay? He is he's a cool thing. And the reason I grabbed him is for Halloween, of course. I remember I was telling my husband earlier that growing up, I went to a we lived way out in the country. I went to a like a slumber party. It was somebody's birthday, and I was like stoked because I got invited, and I never got invited to stuff like that. And it was at this really nice house, and they gave us goodie bags, and we spent the night. We all like brought sleeping bags, and we were telling ghost stories. And I was probably, I don't even know, maybe 6th or 7th grade. And I was pretty naive. And she had one like this, and it was in her closet. And she said that it was haunted, and I believed her. And it fell out of the closet onto the floor. And I remember screaming and wanting to go home. It like traumatized me really bad. So yeah, now I like him. He's pretty cool, but yeah. This is one of the first things I grabbed at that half off sale. I think I paid $15 for him. That was probably the most expensive thing that I got at that sale. The other thing that I grabbed that people think is super creepy is this. Ready? It's a mask. Duh. It was mounted to a board. I don't know the age of it. It's made of like a composition material. You can see it does have some damage here. It's got a chip. And they have like a hanger on it here. So it's got damage there. And I think one of the little horns has been repaired up here. But I thought this was a cool piece for Halloween. He's super dusty. I need to clean him off. But look at those teeth and that tongue. So yeah, cool display. No, this is coming upstairs. We're hanging this in the bedroom. So yeah, we got this mask for Halloween as well. I thought it was quite interesting, and I was surprised because I think today was like day 3 or day 4. Yay! Thank you, Linda. Thank you for your purchase. I appreciate it. I'm glad it arrived safely, because that Bluebird of Happiness was the biggest one that I had. So I always worry about the breakable stuff making it safely. So I'm glad yours did. Now I have just a few things left. Actually, does anybody here like the little chenille and cotton spun head critters? I'm creepy. Thanks. No. The mask, it's a little creepy, but I grabbed it for Halloween. And I decorate super creepy. And I don't know if you see the little mannequin down here, but he'll be dressed up for Halloween. I have Freddy Krueger, which I picked up at a sale for $1. He is missing his hat and needs to be a little bit like repaired. I also have a clown that looks creepier than the It clown. I have a creepy man. I have a lot of creepy stuff. Lots. Snakes. And then I have cutesy stuff too. But I love to scare kids on Halloween. And usually I have made kids cry before. And One of them fell down my driveway trying to get away from me when I jumped out of the bushes with a fake butcher knife. So yeah, I enjoy decorating my porch for Halloween, or I did when I lived in California. Since I moved here, I don't know if we're going to have any trick-or-treaters, but it's a lot of fun to dress up, and the kids like being scared. They come up on the porch and I had it all decorated, so it was fun. I will show you something real quick that I made. I don't know if I like it, but I took those cupcake, I found a bunch of those cupcake toppers, the clowns, and I made them into little ornaments. So I made these little like styrofoam balls and then glued the little clown in there with a cupcake holder. I stuck the balloons in there. I had this Department 56 tree. Oh, a 10-foot snake. Now, I don't like the real snakes. I like the fake snakes, though. I have those fake boa constrictors from, I think I got them at, where did I get those? Michael's had them. And they're super, like, squishy and big. They're super big. I'll take pictures when I decorate for Halloween, or you're welcome to come over to my house and trick-or-treat if you want. If you're in Northwest Ohio, stop by. So, yeah, I did this clown tree. And I just don't know if I like it or not. But yeah, her aesthetic, I'm like a fusion of you take Tina from A Vision and Vintage and mix her with Misty. And then maybe add a dash, like a little pinch of Michelle Comfy Cozy, because I have different aesthetics that I like. I'm very eclectic, but I think have a little bit of boho in me a little bit, which is weird because I'm not usually a boho person, but it's strange. You like it? Hello, hello. Yeah, I think it needs something. It needs like something else. Maybe some black. I don't know. So I just put it down here on the floor because I don't know. I wanted it to be creepy, but it's not really coming across creepy to me. So we just shoved it down there. I don't know. I have something on the floor here I'm going to show you because it's in the way. I got this whole box of these vintage candelabras. You can see them here. There's 4 of them in here. I think I paid $3 for the lot. 2 of them have the, let me turn it, the poinsettias with the greenery. I don't know. My husband really likes these, so I grabbed them for him. The one is super big. It's got 2, 4, 6, 8 candles on it. So yeah, we got box that. I'm just going to shove that out of the way. All right. I did the 2 creepy things. Now let me show you this plate of goodness here. I put them all on a plate. I'm like a weird fusion for sure because I like cutesy stuff, but I also like really creepy, scary stuff too. I forgot to tell you, I went to this art sale and that's where I got the 2 things over here that I'm going to show you in a little bit. Her prices were amazing. She's moving and she was selling jewelry and original artwork. Oh, I should have grabbed that one piece I have upstairs. It's super weird about these 2 weird things and I'm going to describe them to you right now. They're they're men worms with boobs and hands. It's like a worm man. I don't know how to describe it, but I bought them. This shows you what type of person I am, to hide them at people's houses when I go to visit. So the one, and Gino, if you're watching right now, bring me down the creepy worms so I can show them what I'm talking about. It's upstairs by the computer. Or on the ledge in that area. If you bring the worm man down for me and I'll show them. But the other one, we went over to somebody's house to play cards and I had it in my purse. When I used the restroom, they have this nice shelf in their bathroom. If you're watching this, Debbie, go check your shelf. She has beautiful sands from all the beaches. And I took that worm man with boobs and I tucked it back in the corner up on one of the shelves. So when she goes in there to dust or somebody uses her restroom, they're going to be like, what the hell is that? Because it's super weird. And I can hear Gino. I think he's bringing it downstairs, and I'll show you the other one. The other one has this one. One of the hands fell off, so I have to reglue it. But anyway, that shows you what type of person I am. I will buy stuff, weird stuff like that I find just to mess with people. I'm that girl. Yeah, here he comes right now. Did you bring his hand? I have to glue it anyway. Or is it still up there? I think a finger fell off too.
You've been fixing him for a month now.
I know. Don't rub its boobs. That's weird. Okay. You
Hi,
ready
everybody.
for this?
Everybody that said hi, hello.
You're not prepared.
No, neither am I.
This is the back of it. You can see. It's like a little chubby worm. But if you turn him like this, see, that's his face. I can't even describe it. And one of the hands fell off. I'm going to glue it back on. But you can see it's got a saggy boobs and like this belly. I have no clue, but I paid 50 cents for him. And I was not leaving these behind. Look at his mustache. It's the weirdest thing. And you can see his hands. I got his other little hand right here. I have to glue back on. It fell off. Weirdest thing ever. She said that her daughter made it in art school and she was just selling stuff off just to get rid of it. But yeah, I paid 50 cents for these, and one of them's hidden at Debbie's house. Now, Debbie, if you're watching this, when you get home, I would go in that bathroom and look up on that shelf, because you've got a little guy in there, and he's painted green. This one is just a cream color, but yours is very vibrant. It's going to be hard to miss. Oh, I am not telling him you said that. He just walked upstairs. That does not look like Gino. He is going to flip. Oh, my God. Oh, goodness. I think I just broke his thumb. Anyway, we're going to set him aside. What was I saying? Oh, she was selling all this artwork and stuff, and just kidding. I'm glad you added that in there, because he's going to be like, what the heck? So she was selling all this artwork and stuff, super good deals on stuff, and I got this huge piece of artwork. It's a big baby head. I swear the baby head is this big. I just buy weird stuff like that all the time. But in the garage, what I was getting to, there was this table, and if you're on my Instagram, you probably saw a picture of it. It was a crank table that went up and down, and I'm like, what is this table for? I couldn't figure it out. Well, it's a 1920s hospital bed table that usually you see that like half table, so you can kind of put it over the bed. This one is a full table hospital bed from the 20s that you slide over the bed and you can crank it up and down. I had no idea. I paid $5 for it. And when I went online, one sold, and I think it was like $3,500. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was like at this medical, vintage and antique medical equipment page. So I have this table now that I paid $5 for that is worth all this money, and I was going to paint it, and I was going to add bigger wheels to it. I was going to use it for my Halloween display and use it like a gurney and lay a body up there with the appetizers. So like put sausages and stuff in there. So it looks like you're eating a body on a gurney, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. I don't know what I'm going to do with the table, because now I feel like I'm stuck with it. I can't sell it for $10 if I know it's worth almost $4,000, but who's going to give me that for it? So I'm just in this weird thing. I would rather almost donate it somewhere to like a museum or something, because I can't find any other. I've only seen the picture of the one. I don't know if it's super rare. I'm assuming it is. So yeah, let me show you what I was going to show you. I picked up this whole, it was in a box thing of Chenille chicks and bunnies. they were marked $4, and I paid $2 for them because they were half off. And some of them are not in good condition. And I'll show you because I can't figure out what is the head and what is the butt. And like this one here, it's got a parasol. It's got little feet that face this way, but I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming that's the tushy and this is the front, but it's just a weird chenille chickie with a parasol. And these are quite, yeah, you know what? I used Marketplace a bit when I lived in California and it worked out well. However, it's a little different here now. I think that table would sell better in California, or if I can find a museum that wants it, or because nobody's going to want to pay that on Marketplace. And I would almost rather it go someplace that, you know, can preserve it. I got this rooster chicken. He's pretty big. Yay! I love those little poly bags. I got to order more of them. I think it's kind of funny because the male people are probably like, sugar britches, sweet ass stuff. What the heck? But yeah. This one, the head came off. It's just hanging on there. You can see it's like paper inside. And it has no beak. So it's like weird. Some of them are in really good condition, like this one here. She's got little googly eye. She does have two eyes. One's under her little bonnet, I think. And she's got her little Easter bonnet on. Now, I know some of these little chenille things can go for quite a bit, so I think I got a good deal. This is a little Easter bunny for $2. And there's some really cute ones. So let me just pick out some and show you some of the cute ones, okay? This one's Easter bonnet is super cute. Her head's a little weird, but the bonnet is super cute. I don't know how old these are. I don't know if someone is familiar with these like little chenille things. I know I've seen them in the antique malls and they can be super pricey. This one's super duper cute. Look at, she's got her little bonnet. She's got her feathers. This one here. So there's some really cute ones in this lot. Some of them are messed up. Like they have issues. There's some different colored ones. So yeah, I got this whole container of these chenille chicks for $2. There's a bunny in there and there's a rooster in there too. I know some of these can probably go for close to $20 a piece. So I think that was a pretty good deal. Toledo Antiques might be able to help you with ideas. Yes, that's true. It's a really cool table. Oops. But I didn't realize I was going to spray paint it and put bigger wheels on it and almost add like a piece of wood to the top to make it like a rolling cutting board or a rolling table. And now I can't do any of that too because I know it's like could be super rare. And she was just using it to do painting and stuff on. So I don't know. This is like a kazoo with a bird. He's pretty cool. Last weekend I went to this estate sale and I paid $4 for this box. These are Christmas and these are really old. And I think this is probably going to be worth quite a bit. There's this guy here. He's the spun head and he's got his little, he's like the leader of the band. Okay. He's the one and the two and that guy, I think right there with his little book and his little stick, whatever you call it. These are marked made in Japan on the bottom. And there's a whole band. There's chenille, there's paper, crepe paper, and the spun cotton heads, I believe. Some type of head, I don't know. The whole band. He's got his cymbals. This guy here's got the is that a trombone? See his little legs. These guys are in really good condition. This is the drum. I was thinking they were 1930s or 40s. And for them to still be in this good a condition, I was super excited to get these. The whole set for $4. So that was that set there. Boop. I thought that was a good deal. Now, the last two things that I'm going to show you, actually there's three. I got this tin at Goodwill. It's a body powder. Watkins Perfumer, New York. Made in USA. I think I paid $1.99 for this tin. I really like the lid on it. And it's a body powder tin. And it still smells like that perfume. It smells really good. So I thought that was a neat thing. Now, the last two things I'm going to show you are the craziest. Michael Todd does. Yes. Michael Todd, if you're watching this and you're interested in my chicks or my band, let me know. All right. So she had some purses, and I don't normally buy purses. However, my niece is in college, and I thought, oh, maybe she'd want these. Well, she didn't pick up when I tried to call her when I was at the sale, so I just ended up buying them. Now, I spent $40 on the one I'm going to show you right now, and I would never, ever spend that. But this is a Nancy Gonzalez, made in Colombia and New York. It comes with its little dust bag here. Nancy Gonzalez. And I just did a quick search on eBay, and I was like, I am buying this purse. It's a clutch. I think it might be crocodile. I could be wrong, but it has all these hand-layered scales of leather. And it's got this panther closure on the top. And inside, it's black suede. Inside, you can't see it, but it feels really nice. Actually, it's leather inside. It's not suede. It's black. It is suede. I'm sorry, I lied. It is black suede inside. And she told me, she goes, those purses over there are quite expensive little bags. And I didn't realize, but I looked up Nancy Gonzalez on eBay, and some of her bags are like a couple $1,000s. So I don't know. I'm not going to lose money on this bag. It's a little leather clutch in beautiful condition. It has its dust bag. So I was stoked. However, that was nothing compared to the next bag I got. So this one was a good buy. I like it. If my niece doesn't take it, I will definitely keep it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I do like to stare at it. This is the crazy one. I spent $20 on this bag, okay? And when I looked it up, there's one listed right now on eBay for like $7,200. I about died. I did not see that at the sale. I did not look this one up. I only looked up the Nancy Gonzalez. However, this one was sitting there, and she goes, oh, that little bag is really expensive, but it needs a repair to the handle. This is the handle right here. It's leather, and I put some tissue paper in there. It just needs to be either re-glued or sewn, and I'm not quite sure where to take it to get that done. So I'm kind of checking into it. So this is the bag. I need to get a dust bag for it. And it is a Roberta, see if I can pronounce it properly, Roberta Camerino, stuffed with tissue paper. This is the inside of it. It's vintage 1950s. Roberta di Camerino, made in Italy. And this is a vintage Italian bag. Currently, there is one posted on eBay, like I said, for like $7,200. And I paid $20 for it. So, yeah, I was stoked to see that. But now, what do I do with it? I have no idea. Would I carry this bag? Probably not. It's velvet. It's a beautiful bag. It has like a little, and it's quite heavy too. So that was my deal of the day. The table and the purses and the worm man. I was just over the moon. I'm like, I got all the school stuff, now what? So yeah. So I think I've gone through pretty much everything that I got today and some of the stuff that I got last week. I do have a couple more items upstairs, but I'm going to keep them. I put one on my mantle already. It's a carved bear. It's really, really cool. I don't know any details on it, but it was $1 and I was like, sold. I will be having a Halloween sale soon. I started stashing stuff down here. I don't know if you can see it, but I have all those die cuts and I'm going to sell some of the Feistel vintage die cuts. And then we have a bunch of fun Halloween stuff. So be on the lookout if you're on my Instagram. If you have not subscribed or follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me because that's where I post most of my stuff. And sometimes I don't even post it. I just pop on YouTube. Like tonight, I didn't advertise anything. I just popped on and I just did a live call. My email is on the screen right here. If you see something, and go on a hot date with Gino, probably not. Oh, if you see something that you want, be sure to email me there. I just started a new job and I've never worked in this field before. And so the training is like intense and we're in training for like 6 weeks. So I'm not going to have time to do anything. I work 11 to 7:30 Monday through Friday now. And pretty soon that might change to include some weekends, which I'm not looking forward to because that's when I do all my sourcing for stuff. So I'll have to figure out, I guess I will have to start having my live sales on either Saturday or Sunday. If you have a preference, type it in the comments or the chat. And a time too. I'm Eastern. So what time would you suggest? Because there's just so many resellers now with that purse. I know, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with that purse. I'm scared to even touch it. And I want to get it repaired, but I don't know where to take it to get the handle repaired. Do you think a shoe repairman? I think there's some purse places that you can send off, but then I don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars to repair a purse that I'm not probably going to keep. So I don't know. I've got a predicament now. So anyway, I won't keep you all on here. I appreciate you stopping by. And again, if you see something, say something. Have a great weekend. And I hope to see you soon at my sale. So be sure to watch on Instagram. I'll post it on there. And we'll have fun Halloween sale. I will have some giveaways. I have a board here. When people buy something, I'm going to list your name. A shoe repair shop. Got it. I'm just worried about them like messing up the purse somehow. Dropping glue on it or something like that. So I don't know. It's vintage, so you can't really get a new handle for it. Anyway. I'll be doing some giveaways at the sale. I have a board here. Once somebody buys something, I will put your name on the board. And then once I reach 10 people, I'll do a drawing. Have a good night, Patty. Thank you. Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's a good time, huh? Okay. All right. So I'll look into that. I would almost rather do them Saturday because I have to ship. I have to pack and ship, and that would leave me Sunday to do that. So let me know your thoughts. If you're watching this back, again, you can email me if you see something you're interested in. And you all have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you, Chicago. Bye.